Hello folks, and welcome back to Jeff's opinion post. I had to take a little break there, but I wanted to show you some more stuff about what's been going on about the mail-in voting. Okay, this is it's more from Donald Trump. Mr. President Donald Trump. He suggests, without providing evidence, that mail-in voting, as it is known in the U.S., would be susceptible to foreign interference. The Democrats talk of foreign influence in voting, but they know that mail-in voting is an easy way for foreign countries to enter the race, he said. And that's true, folks. The Democrats are always griping about Trump's Russians interfering with our election, China interfering with our election, Trump cheating, da-da-da-da-da. You know, it goes on forever, their list. But when it comes to them, they don't care as long as the votes are for them. But Mr. Trump also said postal voting was already proven to be a catastrophic disaster in areas where it was being tried out. And here's a couple of questions here. Does U.S. postal voting lead to tremendous fraud? What do you think, guys? Give me your opinion in the opinions. Could Donald Trump delay the presidential election? Constitution says it can't without approval of the Congress, and you know the House is not going to pass it, so it's never going to make it even to the Senate. And I don't think that's anything he can do with executive orders. He can't do that. In June, New York allowed voters to vote by postal in the Democratic primary poll for the party's presidential candidate. But there have been long delays in counting the ballots, and the results are still unknown. See, that's what I was trying to tell you. There's like 250,000 votes that never got counted because of mail delay. No, it's the U.S. Postal Service's fault for not getting them there on time, so they say. I don't know. The Democrats have been known to have votes from dead people that have well been dead for years. But I don't know. Let's continue on with this one, though. In June, New York allowed voters to vote by postal in the Democratic primary poll and for the party's presidential candidate. They already read that. U.S. media report that there are also concerns that many ballots will not be counted because they were not filled incorrectly or do not have postmarks on them that show they were sent before voting officially ended. See, that's the problem. See, the ones that ain't officially postmarked, they're fraud. People are just picking them up and putting them in with them. It's crazy. These people that voted that have been dead for 5, 10, 15, even 20 years, you know, they can't vote. How do they do that? Are they ghosts? I don't think so. Yeah, it's crazy. However, several other states have long conducted votes by post. Yeah, but we're in. This guy here's crazy. But he's true. This guy, Anthony Zurcher, does tell the truth, I'll tell you that. He's a North American reporter. But he says Donald Trump can't delay November's presidential election without Congress, and that's true. Partially controlled by the Democrats. First approving the decision. If he didn't already know this, someone has certainly told him by now. I'm sure he knew it. Mr. Trump knew it, and I'm sure he was going to try to take it through Congress. And Anthony also goes on to say, the president also must know that tweeting out a delay, even framed as a "I'm just asking" question, is sure to ignite a political firestorm. And that's true. This guy is he's pretty honest. particularly after he has repeatedly refused to say whether he'd accept an adverse result in the upcoming presidential election. You know, a lot of people don't like these reporters, but I like this Anthony Zurcher. I think he's pretty good. He's well spoken. It's true. You know, everybody's got their opinion, but I think he speaks the truth, and I like his articles. Let's go and continue here. Mr. Trump appears to be doing everything in his power to undermine the credibility of November's vote, in which a record number of Americans are predicted to rely on mail-in votings to avoid the risk of exposure to the coronavirus. And that's true. Nobody wants to get that coronavirus. A lot of people are saying it's fraud. I don't think it's fraud. You know, I wear a mask when I go out, and I go Saturday to get checked, but yeah, I don't think it's a fraud, but yeah, we'll see. But anyway, let's see here. Let me find something. There we go. He's repeatedly made false and misleading claims about the reliability of the mail-in voting. It's just conspiracy theories. Critics warned that he could be laying the groundwork for contesting the results. Kind of sounds that way, but I don't know. I still vote for him. Although the purpose may be simply to give him a scapegoat if he loses. Nah, I don't think he needs a scapegoat. Trump's not in there because he put himself in there. The American people voted, they put him in there. And then the silent majority are going to stand up on election day and vote for him no matter what. You know that's going to happen. And you know he's going to get back in office no matter what, because the American people want it. They're tired of that one-way road that's only good for the Democrats. So, or I should say the far left, not even the Democrats. The far left Democrats, those crazy ones, those radical ones. AOC and Toshiba, whatever her name is, shouldn't even be in there. You know, they don't know what they're doing. They're crazy. They're only in it for the money. Hell, AOC already wanted a raise because she couldn't afford to live in Washington and New York. What the hell? Give me a raise. Shit, we're paying you, lady. Our taxes pay you. You work for us. We don't work for you. And as for that raise, no. I vote no. No raises for any of you. On either side. No Republican raises, no Democrat raises. The Republicans are lazy. They don't stand up for nothing. They let them walk all over them. If I was in there, I'd be giving them hell, I guarantee you that. Anyway, it says his tweet could also be an attempt to divert attention away from the truly dismal second quarter economic numbers just released. He's been relying on a financial turnaround to breathe life into his re-election campaign. Instead, the outlook appears exceedingly gloomy. Well, I have to tell you this. I don't hold President Trump responsible for the economy, the drop in the economy. I hold the Democrats responsible for it. Because it's their push to close everything down, keep people out of work. And the Democratic, especially Nancy Pelosi, you know, she needs to go. She's too old. She's damn senile or something. Yeah, she needs to be put, I don't know, she needs to stop her shit. You know, she needs to do something. But yeah, Nancy Pelosi really needs to find her way. But anyway, he goes on to say the U.S. economy suffers sharpest contraction in decades. Whatever the reason, tweeting about an election delay is not the move of a candidate confident of victory, and could be a sign of more desperate moves to come. I don't think there's any more desperate moves coming. I don't think Trump. I personally don't think Trump's going to cheat, and if he loses, he'll leave the office fair and square, but I don't think he's going to lose, because the majority, the silent majority, is going to stand up for Trump this coming November. I know I am. And as for those Democrats, they got some crazy demon, seditious Democrats in that office today. Nancy Pelosi being the head demon. I have never seen such a wicked Democratic Party in all my life. Ever since Trump got in office, these people have been trying to get rid of him no matter what, because he's not part of the establishment, and he's a president for the people, by the people, and they don't want that. They want their insiders in there. So come this November, I hope you signers out there show up at the polls, because we definitely need Trump to get our economy back. He got it there once. The Democrats took it back down. Not Trump. It was the Democrats' fault. Trump's trying to get people back to work, but they're fighting him tooth and nail to stop him. So it's up to us in November to get this guy back in the office, get this economy back, and show them we ain't taking their crap anymore. Folks, if you don't stand up, America will never be the same. We'll be a socialist, communist country, and I don't want to be part of that. If it comes down to it, they should just give them California and New York. And I'm sorry you give folks of California and New York, and there's a lot of you, but you need to leave those states. Those states are done. They've been done for a long time. They're high tax. People can't afford to live there. Y'all need to get out of them states. Move to smaller states or better states. States that don't do that crap that those Democratic ran states do. They're catering to these snowflakes and leftist demons. You get that Antifa group out there. I don't know about them. They hijacked Black Lives Matter, and Black Lives Matter was a legitimate group, man. They had legitimate concerns, and I agree with most of them. But they've been hijacked by these rioters. These people wanting to start riots, and there's some of the Black Lives Matter that's in the group were calling these Antifa people out, just yelling and saying, "You're hijacking our cause." And they want them to leave, but Antifa's not going anywhere. Not till Trump officially marks them as a terrorist organization, and then we got the feds that'll go in after them, hopefully. Till that happens. Most of America is just sitting ducks these big cities. All this riots are going on. They're destroying these people's lives. These folks didn't do nothing to deserve that. Nothing. But yet Antifa wants to destroy everything that they come in contact with, just to put a bad name on President Trump and his voters. I don't know if that'll work. But I guess we'll see come November. But as you know, there's a lot more news to get, and save a little time right now. I got the stuff I have to do today. It's 2:13. I ain't got to do it till 4:30, but yeah, I got to do some stuff. But I'm gonna dig a little bit further, and then I'll post some more in a little bit. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. This is Jeff's Opinion Post. Leave your opinion.